Today we are going to make Russian green borscht, but it's gonna be a little bit different from the Russian traditional recipe. I'm going to make green borscht today based on the mushroom stock. What kind of mushrooms I'm going to use? I'm going to use mohair mushroom. That's the one. Mohair mushroom, which is wooden ear mushroom, and it looks like that. So I'm going to soak this mushroom to get a liquid out of the stock, which will I add to the soup, and then I will cut this in small pieces. And also I'm going to soak some shiitake mushrooms. They're dry shiitake mushrooms. I bought them in Costco. They are sold in big red box, like emperor mushrooms or something, emperor shiitake. And I'm going to add vegetables. What kind of vegetables? Carrots, onion, burdock root, parsley root, they're gonna be cooked over there, couple potatoes, one leek, it's organic leek, so one leek. I'm going to add bunch of kale. I'm going to add bunch of organic spinach and a bunch of red chard. Usually I buy rainbow chard, but this time it's only red chard that was available. So it's gonna be vitamin soup, lots of it's nutrient dense soup, and it's lots of iron in this and other elements that we need to maintain good health. So it's really good and nutritious soup, and it's very light at the same time because there is no meat based, there is no animal product in this. And I'm going to add a little bit grapeseed oil in the beginning of the process, so it's going to be very tasty, very yummy, but in the same time very healthy dish. I'm going to start cutting onions in small pieces to add first. So here are my shiitake mushrooms already soaked, so they're very pliable and soft. What I'm doing, I'm cutting out the stem of the mushroom because it's kind of hard and not very yummy, but I'm using the cup of the mushroom, and I'm gonna slice them in pieces like that. Also, I have my mohair or wooden ear mushroom, so they are soaking right now, and I'm gonna see if they are young and pliable, because these mushrooms are a little bit different in their texture. So if they are enough pliable and enough soft, I'm gonna cut them in small pieces like shiitake and add them to the soup. If they are still kind of hard and a little bit woody, in this case I'm gonna just cook them like I'm cooking the roots for the soup, like parsley and burdock root that I'm cooking, and I'm gonna throw them out after they are cooked, and everything that it's good from these mushrooms will go to the stock. So this is how parsley root looks like when it's peeled. This is how burdock root looks like when it's peeled. So it was outside kind of brownish and inside it's just white. I'm going to add them to the pot and start cooking together. So this is pot, and mushrooms and onion are cooking right now. So I'm adding parsley root and I'm adding burdock root to the stock. Next ingredient, potatoes and carrots. So potatoes are cut in chunks like that, and small carrots are just rounds, and half rounds if carrot was a little bit bigger. So this is the next ingredient that goes to soup. Okay, so big mushrooms, wooden ear. This is how they look like when they are fully cooked. I touched them, and in my taste they're a little bit too tough. Sometimes they're kind of like softer and younger, and I can cut them in pieces and put them back to soup, but this time they're like really tough. So I decided, well, they already gave away all the minerals and vitamins that they had and protein. This is burdock root, it's fully cooked, and this is parsley root, and I just fish out those roots and those mushrooms, and they just go to garbage because it's already everything that they had good went to the soup. So leeks is chopped and ready to go to the soup. This is how I prepare chard for this soup. So these stems that are hard and very fibrous, I'm not using in the soup. Sometimes I can cook them for the stock and then throw them away, but today I have enough vegetables and mushrooms to make my stock very nutritious, so I don't need those things. And even the inside part from the leaf, the stem that it's inside of the leaf, I'm also cutting out, and I don't need this additional fiber in my soup. I'm going to chop only the green part of the chard. Chard is ready to go to the soup. This is how I chopped it. Not very small pieces, not very big pieces, just chopped like cabbage this way. Now it's turn for kale. So kale is also a fibrous vegetable. So what I'm doing, I'm cutting out the internal stem of the kale. I really don't need it because it's kind of too fibrous for us, and we have enough fiber in our soup already. So I'm just cutting out this, and I'm gonna chop the green part, the leaf part of the kale into the soup the same way I did chard. Kale and red chard leaves are in the soup, they cooking, and I'm preparing spinach. Spinach is chopped and ready to go to soup. I decided to add a little bit organic almond milk. It's unsweetened but very tasty. It's like cream in taste, so I have room in my soup to add a little bit more liquid, and this liquid will kind of tie together all the greens and will add to the flavor. A green soup is ready. There is fresh dill and dry parsley goes in, and that's it, and I turned off the heat. The green soup is ready. This is green borscht. It's based on the vegetable and mushroom stock. In the video description, I'm going to put some information about each ingredient and why it's so healthy and what's good in this particular ingredient. Bon appetit!